victim impact statement was prepared by Ms. Villanueva. For the ease of presentation, the family has asked me to read the victim impact statements that have been drafted and provided to the court and counsel at this time. To the Honorable Judge Mark Barilla, Your Honor, my name is Angelica Villanueva, and I am the mother of Heidy Villanueva, my precious 7-year-old angel. This is how I will remember her forever. Life has given me the worst task a mother can have. In society, parents expect to be buried by their children. That's what is normal. In my situation, the senseless, irresponsible, and selfish act of these men have forced me to bury our beloved Heidy, who was just starting to live. The same day my daughter received the bullet that caused her death, my life changed, and my heart started a mourning process that will last a lifetime. It hurts thinking that I am not going to see her thrive at school and attend many award ceremonies that for sure she would have made me proudly attend and applaud her achievements. She was a bright and smart girl, very mature for her age. We often talked about so many things, and she was always asking questions about life and relationships. I'm not going to be able to see her graduate from college and proudly enjoy her being the first college graduate in our family. We often talk about this, and her eyes had a bright shine and a big smile. Heidy had dreams. She wanted to become a doctor because she loved to help people and wanted to heal them. As her mother, I would have worked nights and days if that was necessary to help her achieve her dream. Unfortunately, evil crossed in our path, disguised as men, making me lose one of my reasons to live. I say it was one of my reasons to live because I still have another baby girl that just turned 4 years old. Every time I look at her, I thank God because the same horrible morning I could have lost her too. She was in our car along with their father. I had the responsibility to speak for her. My youngest daughter's life has also been impacted by the senseless act of these men that took the life of Heidy too soon. My 4-year-old asks me every day when her sister is coming home, and where is she? She wants me to bring her home so she can play with her, even though I explain over and over again every day she asks to see her sister. It is not enough for me to suffer, but my baby has to suffer too. Our lives have been forever marked by this criminal act. These men had all the opportunities that this nation provides, but they chose not to take advantage of those blessings and to exercise poor judgment to the extent of tearing away my life, heart, and soul along with my daughter's. I ask myself every day what I could have done different to avoid having my daughter killed. And the answer to that is nothing. It wasn't in my hands to avoid such a tragedy. They chose to become criminals, and no one forced them to choose that path. I didn't have the opportunity to choose. These men chose to drag her into their dark and criminal plan when they pulled the triggers, and here we are in a courtroom full of sorrow. I will never be able to laugh again. This hole in my heart will never heal. No amount of memories will make me feel better. Your Honor, I know there are more mothers suffering in this situation, and I acknowledge that the defendant's mother's hearts have got to be broken and suffering too. No mother wants to see their child in jail. I really feel sorry for them, but unlike me, they will be able to see them, listen to their voices, able to visit them in jail, and probably will be able to receive a kiss and a hug. Their families will be able to see them grow and get older, even though they will be deprived of liberty. But they will be able to still have their children. Mine is dead, and that is the pain that will never leave my heart, mind, or soul. I'm hoping that they will express being sorry for failing to be good sons and causing them so much pain. I hope that they will learn to live a better life, even behind bars, because even in jail, you have a chance to set goals and achieve them. My heart goes out to Mr. Harris's mom and I want to let her know that I appreciate her heart. Her and my heart is full of forgiveness for her son, for all those that took into their hands the life of my Heidy. I believe in divine justice and in God that keeps me waking up every day, even though sometimes I want to stay in bed crying all day. And I believe in human justice too. And because I have faith in the legal system, I do ask you, Your Honor, to deliver an appropriate sentence, taking into consideration that my sweet, smart, happy, and beautiful daughter was snatched from us without having the opportunity to say our goodbyes or hug her and kiss her for the last time. Just look at me and see a mother trying to endure the need of talking, hugging, and kissing her daughter and not being able to do it. Wanting to sing to her or dance with her and not being able to make it possible. Thinking of the rest of my life on that day when I will reunite with Heidy in heaven to tell her again, I love you, I miss you, and this is not Mommy's fault. Judge Burlow, I trust that justice will be served, taking into consideration all the hugs that were not given, all the kisses that we won't get to enjoy, the many birthdays that we won't be able to celebrate, all the graduations that I will miss, the possibility of walking in her wedding and having grandchildren, the opportunity that Heidy had of achieving her dreams and goals. Everything was blown away when they killed my daughter by their lack of judgment. My dear Heidy was sentenced to death and executed the day of August 11th, 2018. I know that legally they won't have the same sentence, but Judge Burlow, only the maximum in each case will be close to appropriate. However, we do agree and ask you to follow the recommendations of the state of Florida in this case. Thank you, Your Honor, for listening to the tragedy that has struck my life, and I trust the justice system to deliver a sentence according with the pain that they have caused me, my daughter, and the entire Rivas Villanueva family. And thank you to ASA Havner, Hutton, Khalil, and Stifler, and to Angela Judah, and my love to Miss Ida for everything you've done to help us in this process. Sincerely, Angela Villanueva.
Thank you, ma'am.
Here now, if I can have Heidi's father, Lionel Rivas, come forward.
Good afternoon, sir.
Your Honor, my name is Lionel Rivas, and I am Heidy Rivas' father. My loving daughter was only 7 years old when she was killed. Losing a child is never easy. Losing Heidy has not been easy at all. I'm having so many different feelings that sometimes I think I am going crazy. I feel anger, frustration, sadness. I haven't been able to sleep a whole night since my daughter was killed. I have nightmares, vivid and frequent, Heidy dying in my arms again and again. I find myself walking to her favorite park where I used to take her to play. A father is supposed to protect his child, but all I could do was hold her lifeless body. I was not given the opportunity to protect my baby from these men's terrible actions. I was there to carry Heidy through her last moments, listen to her last breath with a horror and a pain that I wish no one had to endure. I was forced to say goodbye to my princess, and I was losing my mind in that moment. Instead of being present to help her choose a dress for her high school graduation, like I was when I got a dress for her kindergarten graduation, I had to be there choosing a coffin, a dress for her funeral, and a wig to cover the damage caused by the bullet to my daughter's head. So sad. A terrible experience for us as a family and for everybody that loved her. I keep seeing the images of what happened over and over again, like a constant reminder of our irreparable loss. I keep hoping that I will wake up from a terrible nightmare. Unfortunately, the death of my daughter is a reality that I have to learn to live with. Not only me, but my wife that cries every day. She has come to each court date because our daughter deserves it. We want to make sure she will never be forgotten. What else can I say? I'm exhausted. My breath stops just talking about my daughter. I miss her so much. I feel like I failed her. All I want is her to have her back alive, at least for a moment, to be able to hug her, kiss her, and tell her she was really loved. I truly believe that there is no better or purest love than the sincere and unselfish love of your own child. Your Honor, as a grieving father, I stand here today to beg you to sentence these men to the state's recommendation. We as a family will be forever grateful to the assistant state attorneys for their professionalism and their great efforts on giving us peace in the middle of this hard process. And special thanks to our Miss Ada, the bilingual victim advocate in the Justice Coalition. There are no words to let her know how much we love her and how important her help was to us. We could not have done this without her. Thanks, final witness.
Thank you, sir.